YouTube Nation, what's going on, man? Today's just a little casual day. That song I put in the beginning of the video, really like that song. I think it's a really good song. I think you guys should give it a listen. It's called Dog Talk by OT7 Quantity. I think it's a fairly good song. But today, let's talk about growing up in toxic households. To be fair, I've dealt with this, I'd say maybe 70% grown up. I'm 19, so I still live with a family. I don't live with my parents anymore, but I still live with a family. But yeah, toxic households. The first toxic household I can really remember. I think I was around 6 years old. I was living with my dad at the time. I just moved from my mom, so my dad. We live in Mississippi, but we moved back down to where we're originally from, down in Florida. So I was around 6. My dad's always been cool. He wasn't toxic at all in childhood, but it was my stepmom. Boy, was she evil. She had a few questionable moments. A few times she beat me for, ridiculous things. Never one time she beat me because I couldn't tie my shoes. Kind of traumatized me. There's a few times she beat me out of my sleep for no apparent reason. And she very much displayed the fact that she liked my brothers over me. I have two half. Well, she's my ex stepmom now. My dad has a new wife. But I have 2 brothers from my ex stepmom, and it was kind of obvious that she favored them more than she liked me. There were times we got to eat. Cause alright. Also, at this time, my dad worked a lot, so he wasn't really around that much. I think he worked night shifts. So usually he'd be asleep at night, and he's working night, and he'd sleep during the beginning of the day. And there'd be times, it'd be just us 4, me, my stepmom, my 2 brothers. We gotta get food. They get Happy Meals, whatever, and I get nothing. She either wouldn't feed me, or just wouldn't maybe something at home. And those are some fairly crazy times. But I remember the worst one was I think my dad was at work. She had to make dinner. She made chicken and some macaroni and cheese. And I remember she kind of she forced me to eat the chicken bone after I was done eating the chicken. So she basically made me eat the whole thing. And yeah, that was crazy for 6-year-old me. Sorry for that. But after that, I think her and my dad separated for a year. So 2nd grade with my grandma's house was fine. 3rd grade they got back together, so then we were back all living together. And basically the same thing from when I was 6. Same thing, wouldn't feed me sometimes, beat me for the stupidest reasons or no reasons. And yeah, basically the same thing. Only difference now is that I believe at the time she wasn't working. I think she was in nursing school. So she was she didn't have a job or anything. So she whenever my dad was at work, we basically go out and do stuff all the time. We not even do fun stuff. We just go out and do random stuff. But even then, when we go out and do stuff, she make sure I didn't participate, or sometimes if let's say we went to the park, for example, she make me go sit on the bench the whole time while they went out and had fun. Or there's times she had her mom's house. She'd take me to her mom's house if my dad was at work, and she dropped me off there while they went out and did stuff, went and had fun, went to the pool or stuff. This was mainly during the summer too. But yeah, So that was 3rd and 4th grade. And then I believe they broke up. They broke up the summer of my 4th grade year. And then I think they got back together after that. I don't really recall it, but I know we didn't move, like they didn't live together after that. So after that, I lived with my my auntie, and that was cool. But I remember at the time, what is it? I think, all right, this is all around. It's all around 6th grade. 6th grade, me and my dad, a little altercation happened, so I moved in with my mom for a few months. And at first it was fine. Mom loved like having me over. Finally, like being able to, I was finally able to live with her, because I think at the time they had I saw her every other weekend, and now I was like actually with her full time, so it was cool. She had to see me more. But then over time, she started dating this guy, and it's like she started putting all her attention into this guy, and she completely forgot about her kids. I remember sometimes she'd drop us off at at her mother-in-law's house, while she went out literally all night, and we had to stay night there, and I hated it there because it had like no Wi-Fi. It was in the middle of like the ghetto, bro. It was terrible. But yeah, so I hated that. And then I even I asked her about it. I was like, why do you give him so much time, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, you're being over dramatic, this, that, blah, blah. And yeah. So then eventually, I think what happened was one morning I went to my grandma's house to I was going to church with her. And I think me and my mom got to an argument like right before, so I went in crying, and I told her like what was going on. Then I started staying with her after that. Then eventually me and my dad, we came back to good terms, so I started living with him like January of my 6th grade year. And then that was fine. 7th grade, 8th grade, same thing, couldn't really talk about. 9th grade was fine too. Doesn't really start until it started like my 10th grade year. So 7th, 8th grade, I was living with my auntie, or I was kind of explaining to my auntie, my grandma. But then COVID hit my 8th grade year, so I lived with my mom full time, because at the time my dad, he lived like half an hour from where my school was, so it kind of like be stupid to stay with him, I guess. But sorry. Anyway, okay. Anyway, so he finally moved back down to like the area my school is. Basically, the area I'm in now, or like where my school is at the time, we've been here almost our whole life. But yeah, anyway, he moved back down, so I finally moved back on him, because I liked like the area he moved to. It was like a nice area. It wasn't like the suburbs, but it was like a modern area. It was nicer than where my mom was, so I liked it. But with that came its difficulties. At first, everything was smooth. Only thing they required was that we went to church every Wednesday and Sunday, which I was completely fine with. I don't mind going to church. All right, my fault. Video cut out. But like I was saying, all they required at first was that we went to church on Wednesdays for Bible study and Sunday church, and I was fine with that. I actually like going to church. But at first it was cool. Then I believe after that we started getting like chores. Chores cool at first. I think I had like the kitchen and bathroom 2 days a week, so it was easy. But then like I don't know, something changed. I would say it was like maybe going like the summer before my junior year. Like they got like a lot more strict out of like nowhere. Like I remember like when I first started living there, usually if I have to go out, like obviously I'm not gonna like expect to be able to go out every single time I ask, but like what is it? they would say no, and it's because like the stupidest things ever, like, oh, when you wash the dish in the kitchen, there's like out of like the 30 or 40 dishes you washed, there was like a little stain on this spot that you forgot, so no, you can't go. Or when you clean the bathroom, when you clean the bathroom, when you get like a little spot on the floor or whatever, like those like stupid reasons that I couldn't go out. So it was that. But then what really like kind of like blew me was the fact that they took away time from me being able to like go spend time with my mom. And I don't know, it kind of like hurt me because I think like then I'll see my mom maybe like once or twice a month. That was it. So added up, that's what, 24 days out of the 365 days in a year. Crazy. But sorry, my throat's burning. I don't know why. Anyway, but where was I at? Yeah, so it was just that. And then over time, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. Over time, they wanted to start getting like more into our word with the Bible, which I understand. You want us to get closer to God, you know, we're a church family. I understand that. But then it was like, what is it? It was like they would also punish us if we didn't do that correctly. Which I kind of like, you know, I didn't understand, because like I believe when everyone is walking their walk with God, they should all, you know, I think everyone goes on their own pace. I mean, I believe that you can help people towards the path of God, but you can't like particularly like control it, you know. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. They were trying to help us against the word. I think that was actually a good thing. But I don't believe we should have been like, you know, punished for not understanding it at times. That's what I got from it. And there was like some reasonable punishments that I understand. Like I know there's times my dad got me for like not paying attention like during church service, which is reasonable. I should be paying attention, because he asked me like after, oh, what you talk about, and I'd have nothing. Which, okay, that's reasonable. Like you're upset at me for not paying attention. That's understandable. But like the other stuff, just like not knowing, not being able to like answer questions and stuff, that like, I don't know, just blew me. And then all this started happening around my junior year. So like, not gonna lie, during that time I was going through like a really hard time. Like I was depressed for like a good 3 months. So it was like that, like stacking on top of it. It was just a lot to deal with. But yeah, you know, eventually I got tired of it. I moved out. Alright, my bad, video cut out. But like I was saying, yeah, I moved out like around the middle, like January of my senior year. We had like a little altercation, whatever. Moved with my mom full time. Me and him didn't talk, I think, till like around, I sent him my prom pictures. He said like he hired him, whatever. Then I texted him like around the time like my graduation, sent him like a ticket or whatever so he could get in. Well, yeah, moved with my mom full time. At first, I mean, I loved it. Like we had our own little spot, and what is it? She let me drive her car. At the time, I still had no car. At the time, this is the car I'm driving now. This is her car. But she let me drive it to school. Like I take her to work, she would drive her to school, whatever. All right, my bad. Some family came to talk to me. But yeah, moving with my mom full time. Oh yeah, like I was saying, okay, I was driving her car to school, drop her for work, go to school. So yeah, loved that first. Then eventually she got her own car. She gave me this car. Man, I loved that first. But over time, it got kind of like crazy, you know. My mom, she had a boyfriend before I moved in with her, so they were already dating, whatever. But yeah, they had like just started dating when I moved in with them. And then like over time, the relationships got worse. We ended up moving houses. And then, like, I don't know, stuff happened. Eventually, like, the car my mom got when she made this car got repoed. So then she took this car from me for a little bit. So I was carless for, like, I think a month. I think it's like around the time I started college too. And what is it? I had no car, so I had to like find ways to get to school every day. But around the time they took the car, literally one day, like, okay, her and her boyfriend got to like a bit, like, I mean, like a huge altercation. And I was like, dude, I can't, like, I felt scared to like live in a house. That's how, like, it was terrible. So I moved in with my grandma. Grandma's house was fine. But I ended up leaving, but it was like looking a big part on me. My grandma's house was fine. There's nothing bad there. I live in my grandma's house. But you know, I think like I kind of like overplayed her rules a little bit. Sometimes I stay out later than she asked me to, or I went out late, wouldn't tell her I was coming home late, stuff like that. And you know, she got mad at me. But I remember one night I stayed out a little bit too late, and I told her I didn't like like at this point me and my mom were like kind of like getting back on good terms with her. So I'm staying at my mom's house because I was like closer to my mom's house than my grandma's house. So I'm staying out here. Come back in the morning. She's like, okay. So I come back in the morning, and then she talked to me. She was like, she didn't believe I was staying at my she didn't believe I was staying at my mom's house when I said I was. So she told me for the weekend, wherever I actually was staying, go over there and then come back on Monday, I think. But you know, I was kind of upset because like she didn't believe. It was like, well, really, okay, it was like one part it was on me because I was staying out super late, but also like she didn't believe me, and I was like, dang. And then I didn't like. Afterwards, I ended up not going back. I moved back in with my mom, and I didn't like talk to my grandma. I didn't talk to my grandma for, I think, almost 3 weeks, and that's like one of the biggest regrets of my life. My grandma, she passed away. It was just 3 weeks later. Apparently she had like I believe injured her leg, and something happened. She ended up passing away from it. But like the thing that, you know, I kind of felt bad about was like apparently she was in the hospital for almost a week prior to when she passed away, and like nobody told me, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try this up quick because I keep running out of storage, so I can't like keep re-recording. Well, like I said, yeah, so nobody told me she was in the hospital, and then one day my dad called me, told me she passed away, and went to the hospital, and I cried, man. I was like, I felt terrible, like down in my heart, man. 'Cause I didn't like get to say goodbye or anything. And then that week was hard, man. I cried a lot. Her funeral, I mean, I cried like almost the entire thing, man. My grandma was like, I felt like she was like one of the only people who, you know, understood me. She was there for me, like in my darkest times. Like I remember on my birthday, like when I moved, my birthday is in August, and when I moved in with her was like around the time my birthday was from my mom's house. I remember she took me out because I remember my mom, she said she was gonna come over, we were gonna do this for my birthday, and she never came. So yeah, my grandma took me out, and that was like one of my best times of my life. And I mean, yeah, just like not to have anymore like someone to, you know, come to you with my. All right, but yeah, losing my grandma, it was a very hard time. So yeah, ended up moving back with my mom, and then, you know, at first it was like the same thing. Things were they were good, and then it was the same exact thing. Just things went back up. Things got tenser. Her boyfriend said some things to me. Didn't really like him that much anyway. But yeah, moved at my mom's house, and now currently I stay with my auntie, and I like it here. But me and my parents are on good terms, so I don't have like, you know, any hatred or negativity towards them. You know, we've come past those days. But I mean, yeah, that's it. You know, life can be crazy sometimes, but just keep pushing forward. You know, I mean, would I be the man who I am today? Wait, no. Would I be who I am today without those experiences? No. So, I mean, those ways, they shaped me and made me a better person. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. And make sure to like and subscribe. Peace out, man.